When I started as Vice President for International Affairs at the University of Potsdam 4 years ago, my first duty was to plan a trip to Africa. And to do so, I was trying to collect all available information with regard to Africa from our available resources. I asked my office, I asked the international office, I asked the faculties, I asked colleagues. They told me, okay, this takes a while. We will collect the data. We'll ask scientists. We will look at our Excel sheets, what we do have. It took me 5 weeks to get all this relevant information. So the data were compiled, I got a nice booklet, and we were traveling to Africa. On my way back, I thought it is not the right way to collect data nowadays on Excel sheets and to update them manually every time somebody needs an information. So first of all, we asked us a few questions and we discussed with faculties and scientists about their pains and gains with regard to international cooperation. First, the pain side. At the pain side for the scientists, they have a time constraint. They are not able and not interested to answer every time we ask a question, what are you doing in what region? And if we listen to scientists, they tell us, oh, we have no insight in the network. We don't really know what other colleagues are doing in which region and with maybe a similar topic. And that funding information and information concerning research opportunities were coming mostly late, and many of the information was not helpful for the scientists. If we look at the administrative side, the information was extremely fragmented. You need time to collect this information at one spot. Time is normally not available. Thirdly, the information is outdated. The information we get from funding agency and other institutions to disseminate to scientists is complex and need time. What would scientists and administration gain if all information is collected at one point and is available to all scientists and administration at the time and moment they are available in the system? As a gain, the scientists would only have a one-time data input. They have immediate insight into the network, and they would get targeted and timely information from funding agencies. Administration would get immediately an overall picture of what is going on in our university. The database would be near real time, and we would have the opportunity to use this database to do extensive data visualization and reporting. Automated information dissemination would be the third big advantage of having such a platform. To do so, we started with our web application called Connect Up. We connect the scientists and enable them to act independently and cooperate with scientists. In this context, the scientists are giving in the information of their cooperation project in this web application. The moment the information is in, it is available to everybody in the consortium. The faculties, the international office, and the administrative unit can gain information out of this. In future, we also would like to integrate funding agency information in this platform so it can be disseminated timely and appropriately to the scientists to apply for grant opportunities the moment they get the information.
Hello, my name is Marcia Schenk and I'm the Professor of Global History here at Potsdam University. I work on labor and education migration, but also on forced migration from Africa to Europe and within the African continent. I've recently joined the faculty here at Potsdam, and one of my challenges was, how do I find out who works on what? So I looked at the Connect UP app and I started searching for topic areas, but also for geographical areas. So for instance, I used the map function to see who of my colleagues actually work on Africa. I also used the search function to find out what is generally going on in terms of research at the University of Potsdam. This really helped me situate my research here within this new faculty and the University at Potsdam. And you will see how this works in a minute.
Hello everyone, I'm Egbal Waldman from the team behind the Internationalization app at the University of Potsdam. In this 5-minute video, I would like to show you how easy it is to use this web application. After we have opened the website at internationalization.app, simply click on registration or login and you will be redirected to the login and sign up page. If you want to register, please use your academic or institutional email address here. Registration takes only 2 minutes. I'm already registered, so I'll simply log in. We are now in the dashboard area. Here you get an overview of your university's projects. University of Potsdam currently has 483 international cooperations entered. Map shows us where the project partners are located. The colors represent the respective faculties a project belongs to. You can search or filter the data, for example by funding source, and color group the results for different topics. This way you can always filter for the data that's most interesting to you. I'm interested in this coastal area, so I choose all the relevant projects by drawing around them. The projects list gives me the option to mark items as favorites so I can find them later or filter for them. This one here is quite cool. It has a lot of different partners which I can toggle on or off as needed. If I had further questions, I could contact the project owner via email directly in the app. On Map, you can also choose different map styles. For example, one that is more usable for people who are colorblind. The process of entering a new project or cooperation usually takes only 5 minutes. To start, click on Add a Project. You can either enter your own project or a project of another researcher. Next time I'm asked to give information about the project, such as name, description, keywords, and funding source. If a funding source is not listed, you can also add it here. Choose whether or not to provide the fund amount. I hit Next, and as I have no documents I want to attach to this project, I hit Next again. Now I'm asked about the project's partners. The only obligatory information here is university and city, which is necessary for map display. And as there are 2 partners, I'll just enter another one. As a last step, I get an overview of my project data. And if I want to make any changes, I can use this step progress bar to get back and edit the information. After I click Submit, the owner for whom I entered the data of the project will immediately receive a confirmation notification. For a more flexible version of the projects list, check out Projects Listing. Add or remove columns as needed. Fine-tune your search with multiple parameters or operators, or filter for your favorites. You can also use the export function to get a PDF with the project information. One of our most versatile visualization tools in this application is the pivot table. The combination possibilities are nearly endless. For example, let's check for a specific funding source. Which scientific areas have the most projects funded by the DAAD? Maybe I would like to have a pie chart as the visual output or a bar chart. We can even add sub-criteria in which the faculties are these projects and what does the scientific distribution look like. A heat map might be a good display option. Questions? Awesome! We love helping you. Chat with us here or write an email to team@internationalization.app. For more videos, visit internationalization.app/tutorials. Thank you.
One of the major aims of the European Digital UniverCity EDUC as a European Universities Alliance is basically to help the members, the partners, to make themselves more visible, not just individually, but as a network. And this networking platform, this networking tool within EDUC Share, one of our major, additional projects focusing on researchers and the researcher communities is a good tool to be able to do this and to foster this aim and to deliver basically what we have and make it more visible outside of the realms of the individual universities. So I highly appreciate the efforts done by the University of Potsdam from that perspective, and to make this platform available for all the researchers basically within the alliance first of all, but from outside of our alliance, so that more connections, more collaborations and more cooperations can be done and realized in the future. One of the projects of the University of Pécs within the alliance, and one of the tasks, and this is my individual institutional perspective, is to have a kind of an outreach program. And this outreach program does not only focus on the international connections, but our macro regions. So we would like to reach out to communities, to reach out to stakeholders of different kind, to foster inter-university and inter-stakeholder relations. And this networking platform will help the researchers as well to find new partnerships basically from the business sector as well as from all sorts of other public domains. This EDUC share is, from an institutional point of view as well as an alliance point of view, is a great potential for us.